Marhaba. Okay. Marhaba. I I went to a retreat earlier. Well, earlier this weekend. So I got back like at 4 o'clock today, and have been kind of being a lazy potato. I'm currently in bed. um. So it was a really great retreat. It was the Douglas Leadership Retreat and Douglas Pine Leadership Retreat, and let me turn this thing down on my phone, multitasking. And oh shit, it was really good. Like there were some like really nice ladies there, and I thought that it was nice in that it kind of forced me to get away. Like, um, it's okay. Um, like it forced me to kind of get out into nature and not really worry so much about my homework and other things. So that was really good. And we had a presenter come in. We did this. Um, so had a presenter come in, and we had a woman come in to teach us yoga and mindful meditation, which was really good. And we had to go and do these um like little leadership activities, like where you all get together and you've got to hoist everybody up a wall, and we had to climb the wall, but then also like help each other up. And these like rope courses. We went on a hike. There was like a lake. It was really nice, like really nice. So it was in the Poconos. Oh, la la. So that was really good. Yeah, so that was my weekend. And on the way over there, I had printed up a lot of homework to do. So I read the way over there, and on the way back, I was mostly having discussion with um, the executive board, the other people in the executive board of the Sophia Club. Now, I am the peer academic leader for the Sophia House and Bunting in general. Bunting is, all women who are over the age of like 23. And the Sophia House is like the residential location for women over 23, the non-traditional housing. And the Sophia Club is kind of like the social aspect of the Bunting population, I suppose. So it's like events and stuff like that for people who are over the age of 23. And so I was supposed to be like the Sophia House, like, pal liaison thing. But that doesn't even make sense. Like, what do I just tell you what goes on in the house? So while I was talking to them and telling them what they need to do and how they need to revamp their e-board and how they need to run their meetings, then the president said that I need to be on the e-board. So then we decided that my position would be a program and event director. So there's that, and I met some other people that were really interesting. I decided to apply for the Douglas Big and Little program. So it's kind of like a mentoring thing, but with one person. Essentially, it's very similar to what I do as a PAL. Only with a PAL, I have an entire population um, of people. Like, well, here most other PALs are for just a residence hall, but I have this residence, but then also like the whole population of Bunting. So what I would do for them would be similar to what I would do for this person, like my little. So there's on the 21st, I have to put it in my planner. The 21st, there's like this social, and you meet the people, and then you kind of pick your little or whatever, and they pick the big. So I think that'll be fun. And I also talked to these people who, I met these two girls who, well, one girl made the NGO, and the other girl's helping her. It's like really in the baby stage of NGO for like refugees from North Korea and just for the people of North Korea in general. Because there's like a negative view of North Korea that people kind of forget about the people of North Korea and the way that they are really suffering. So, but they want to help like start off with North Korea and then branch off to refugees in general. And during the meeting, during one of the leadership activities, we're talking about utopia environment and things that we need to focus on, blah blah blah. And one of the parts, I stood up and I said that how one thing is that what we aren't even thinking about in terms of inclusion is linguistic equality. And even the entire event was in English, and if you were not fluent in a language of power, and if your mother tongue is not a language of power, that you were at a disadvantage, and that even at the retreat itself, that there were individuals who were a parent, and those who weren't a parent, whose first language was not English, and that in terms of access, that they would have a different level, a reduced level of access to the material at hand, and that they would have to process that material in a second language and propose their answers in a second language. So, like in terms of the utopia environment that we were trying to create hypothetically, and what would it require, I was saying that it would need linguistic equality, regardless of power, political power of the language. And that statement, I guess, piques the interest of these two women who were trying to end the developing process of this NGO. And so they reached out for me. They wanted my contact information and reached out to me. They want me to be on the executive board of that. So I will see what I can do, because it's like at the very beginning. So I'll see what I can do, because I still have a bunch of other stuff on my plate. I don't want to override myself, but at the same time, I do want to take advantage of every opportunity here, and especially things that will help me beyond, like things that I can be a part of and will help me beyond Rutgers. Because I'm only going to be here for a little bit longer. So there's that. It's been a great day, and I'm going to keep it kind of short and sweet and to that, like at that point. So, oh, and also my hair's crazy. But that's it. So it was a great time, and it made me really think about how, like, especially this girl making her NGO, like she started it. I have my NGO in the works, but I have in terms of very bare minimum, like thinking of a name and that, like, and who of a mission, and I want to make sure that I start up my NGO, and I think that I want to do that by the end of this year. So, and there's no reason why I can't. So that's it. Bye. Okay, let's see, what is it? Au revoir.